Minister of Social Development.
Mr. Speaker, I really appreciate this question because, as you know, in almost every city in this province, we are seeing a very visible homelessness population, and it has grown. And so we have taken action, Mr. Speaker, and I want to assure the members opposite that not only are we working strategically on the ground with local stakeholders and also across government departments. This is a very important and priority for this government. I want to say that, look, first of all, you said we've done nothing. So I really need to say, Mr. Speaker, in the last 3 years, we have permanently housed over 800 homeless individuals. Only a month ago, we announced a doubling of the shelter budget. So, Mr. Speaker, an additional $8 million over the next 3 years is going to be put into this. And there are more efforts being put forward, Mr. Speaker. I'd be happy to talk to it. Mr. Speaker, I realize that when you're in opposition, you're not always intimately involved in what's happening behind the scenes. So let me try to draw a picture of what's been happening. Not only has government been working on increasing our housing stock, and the Leader of the Opposition talks about wraparound services. You know, this is what the 12 Neighbours Project is all about. This is what Rising Tides is all about in Moncton. This is what Outflow has been working on in St. John for so long I can't remember, because we understand that mental health and addictions has to be addressed as well. And in order for us to succeed, we must have these wraparound services. So, Mr. Speaker, we've been doing the work. We are putting in place these programs that will help individuals transition from living on the streets to living in potentially shelters for a very short time and then progressing them on to transitional housing. Mr. Speaker, there is a lot of investment that's been done and will continue to be done, and we're going to grow that program, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I worry about that every single night. And I'm going to just caution the member opposite to try to be a part of the solution. We want their help. And the municipalities, we absolutely want to work with our municipalities, not just on homelessness, but on housing. In fact, Mr. Speaker, our government is the first government in decades to invest $100 million in public housing to increase the 14,000 plus units we already have. So we know that there's a lot being done, and we know there's more that can be done, and we want to support those who are living rough, those who are homeless, those who are struggling with mental health and addictions. All of these things and components come together, and we know that every department in government has a responsibility to help us, and so we're doing that. And I urge every mayor in this province to work with us, to have that reaching hand and tell us what they can do to help us, offer us buildings, offer us support, tell us what they want to do. We'll do everything we can to support, Mr. Speaker. On the day that we issued the press release, I was in Moncton, and I spoke with and met in person with Harvest House, House of Nazareth, Reconnect, all three incredible agencies who are providing services on the ground, people that we rely on to bring us information and to tell us what their needs are. And all of those organizations are working together, including faith-based community, contributing to help provide the services that are coming. We are into cold weather, Mr. Speaker, and we know that when that temperature hits -10, we are at severe risk of individuals being impacted by that. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm not going to give a detailed analysis today because contracts are being finalized and put in place, but all of the stakeholders in these communities, in St. John, Moncton, Fredericton, Bathurst, Miramichi, we are working on the ground to ensure that we are giving as much aid as we can to these local communities, helping individuals on the ground.